Hello.
Hi.
And of course,
Happy holidays.
Yes, happy holidays. I forgot to take down the intro for Mystical Awakenings because, as you know, I was busy trying to save a kitty. So,
Yes.
Here we are. Hi, Dana.
Hello. We are very excited tonight because we have, I don't know, he's one of my favorite people in the paranormal realm. And I think a lot of people say that same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Dustin Pari is going to be joining us very shortly. We're talking about cats. All three of us, Dustin included, are cat people. So we might have cat chat in there. So sorry, everybody that's not a cat person.
We may even have a visit from a cat. You never know.
Mine particularly, and I apologize in advance for what end you may be seeing.
He likes to wink. He likes to wink at us.
And Raji also, I don't know what that is. Whatever. We won't talk about that right now. It's Christmas time.
It's Christmas. And so, yes, like you, I'm excited to have Dustin here.
Yes. I don't know. We've been doing this a couple years now. We try to have, somebody that we both like. Last year we had Tim Shaw and Johnny Zaffis. Was that last year or the year before?
You're asking an old crazy woman. So it was last year or the year before.
Or we had Andrea on once too, but I don't know if it was for Christmas. Yep. Whatever. Dustin's the new one anyway, and he's backstage, so we're not gonna.
Yes, we save our very favorites for last. And most people know Dustin from Ghost Hunters, but
yes,
he does so many other things. Please read his bio. He is an inspirational speaker. He has tons of stuff on YouTube, a Patreon. If you can spend 2 minutes listening to Dustin Pari, you've done yourself a favor. So, yeah. So let's stop wasting time, huh?
Let's bring in
Dustin.
Good ladies. Thank you for all the kind words. Very much appreciated, and happy to be here with you both tonight.
Well, thank you. We're so happy to have you here.
No, thank you.
I have to say it was my idea, just so everybody knows. I know who we should have.
I get you, my pretty.
Now, Dana, this whole thing could go off the rails. Now you've already owned it, so
I doubt that'll happen. But you know what? I've had worse things happen, so I think I'll be all right.
Grand.
Anyway, so yeah, I read your bio for the very first time, Dustin.
Sorry about that.
Good person I am. It's not. I hate bios, and I don't hate your bio. Like reading one's own bio is
it's weird.
Listening to yourself talk, when you hear yourself on a recording, it's like, oh God.
Oh, yep.
But yours, I didn't know that you did a lot of what you do.
Neither did I, but I'm very busy.
Dustin does not sleep.
I don't, hardly ever, which is, I guess, good. I mean, it's probably going to catch up with me at some point, but until then, it's just full throttle to the grave. We'll see what happens. I get a lot of stuff to do.
What do you have left this year as far as events?
I've got a patron-only lecture on Tuesday night, and then I've got a Santa Claus lecture in Torrington, Connecticut on Thursday night, and then I'm off until December 9th or 10th. January 9th or 10th, where I'm going to Kansas to do Spirit Quest at McIntyre Villas. So we get started bright and early in the year in Kansas.
Wow, good for you. But you have what is it, 20-some for next year already? Is that what
I think we're at 20 announced. We got a couple others that the ink is drying on the contracts. We're just waiting for them to say it's time to promote. But I'm very thankful. Like I've got a lot of great people all over the place that come to these things, and I try to make unique events for everybody. But I think the last one that's booked is in April of 2027. Down in Key West with Robert the Doll and
I saw that.
Dave Sloan, Tim Ellis, and Brad. It's going to be
Brad, that'll be fun.
Yeah, that'll be
plus there's key lime pie there, and I love key lime pie.
Me too. That's why I like going to the Keys.
That's the best place to get it.
Pie, if nothing else.
Is that your favorite pie, Dustin?
No, I'm a pumpkin boy. I'm a pumpkin.
Pumpkin with lots of whipped cream.
Yeah, I don't want to see any pie. That plate should be covered from crust to the top in a mountain of whiped cream.
I agree.
But in a pie shape.
Yeah, of course. I'm not a monster. Yeah. Triangle shape.
Some couth is involved with that.
Yeah, indeed. I love it though. Yep, I'm a big fan. I love food. I literally have to work out all the time just so I can eat the crap I like to eat. Like I was at the gym 10 minutes before it was interview time because it's right down the road. I'm like, okay, head home, get set up for the interview, but I had to get some reps in because I know that there's going to be I've got some Danish downstairs I want to have later, and those little Debbie cakes are calling. So
the trees,
stay on top of it. All those trees, so good.
They are good.
I've managed. I found the big giant ones. Have you ever seen those?
Oh yeah, single pack only at the registers. Yes.
I got my sister a couple of them, and I'm just gonna eat this one, but I haven't. Yeah. I've been very good.
I went to a bar recently, and they had the little Debbie Christmas tree martinis, and they came with the tree stuck on the glass rim with green sugar and everything.
Oh
wow!
It was very nice.
Doesn't get any better than that. I made last year for Christmas.
Tree? Off the glass.
Yeah, you take the whole thing. And
it's kind of like a.
Yeah, it's like a pineapple wedge, but it's a Christmas tree.
There you go. Yeah.
But you can dip it into the martini. You can dip it into the vanilla martini. It's delicious.
Little Debbie Christmas tree cheesecake last year.
Oh, that's nice. That sounds
good.
I made the dip. That's all I do.
I have to put this comment up.
Dana-ish and Debbie cakes. That's good.
Yeah, it's perfect. See, it all comes together.
Dana-ish.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Well, that reminds me of the very first time I met you, Dustin, and it was one of the early Michigan Paracons.
Oh, okay.
And it's back when they did the VIP dinners upstairs.
Right, I remember that.
After dinner, everybody was bringing you their pie.
That was because of Tim Shaw, the bastard. He organized that coup, and next thing I knew, I was eating my way out of everyone else's leftover desserts.
That was great.
Yeah, was
Deb,
great.
real quick, I've got people PMing me about getting on can't they just click on the link to get onto the show they want to watch? Why they're having problems with it?
They should. If they can't get on Facebook oftentimes has problems with StreamYard. Tell them to go to Mystical Awakenings Vodcast with the V on YouTube.
Mystical Awakening.
Sorry about that.
Just send them a carrier pigeon. It'll be fine.
Well, she lives right up the road from me, so I probably actually could do that.
Yeah. So just come over. It'll be fine.
So I was telling Dana that before you came on, we were talking. I said, I'm an addict. I'm so addicted to these daily coming at you live videos from Dustin because they're so awesome. The funny thing is, I can be walking through the grocery store and all of a sudden that's going through my head and I'm boogieing it.
Mm-hmm.
So for the audience, can you just do a little?
It's funny that this has become a thing, by the way.
Really?
And I'm thankful for it. I will sing it for you. So this is at the beginning of every nightly message that I've done since January 1st of this year. I told myself I would do a motivational message every night for the entire year, no matter how tired, no matter where I was, and we've done it. Some are a little more intense, some are a little more focused, some are just crazy. Sometimes I'm in a hotel room somewhere. I'm just trying to make things happen before I go to bed. But I appreciate it, and it's been fun because people come to the events and they sing it to me at the table. And I was recently on a convention panel with Steve and Tango and Shane Pittman and the Wraith Chaser guys and they Paul Bradford, and they all sang it up there with me, which was funny. But yeah, it goes a little something like this. Coming at you live like I do every night from the heart of the Phantom Zone.
We got our very own serenade.
Yeah, then it's just like 45 seconds to a minute of just whatever random thing was in my head that day that I think might be helpful to people.
Yes.
And the coolest part, Dustin, the song is very cool. I mean, like I said, it's amazing. It comes to me all the time, and it makes me smile all the time.
I'm glad to hear that, dear.
But it seems like many of your messages pop up exactly when they're needed most. For me, anyways.
I'm glad to hear that. There's some damn magic, some cosmic juju stuff. I don't know. I refer to you ladies with that. I don't know how it comes together, but I do get those comments from people. Like they'll even come across an older one that randomly pops in their feed, and it's something that they needed to hear that day. And I'm like, I'm just thankful to be a part of it. You know, whatever messages come up, I just put them out there. So I'm happy for that. And the song is actually slightly stolen from, or lightly borrowed. Let's go with that. It's from an old George Jones song called "Radio Lover." He sings that beginning part. The Phantom Zone is a comic book reference, but the beginning part is from an old George Jones song. And
I did not know that.
Yeah, I like old country. I'm not a pop country guy, but I like old country. I listen to a lot of stuff, but they get stuck in my head, and I couldn't stop singing it. I'm like, I'm just gonna put this at the beginning of the videos. It's funny though, because with the TikTok algorithms and stuff, it shows you how much people listen. And most people's attention spans are so short they don't get through the song because the song's only 7 seconds. And so most of the videos, the watches stop at 6 seconds. So I can never even get the message. But
they just tuning in for your singing.
Yeah, they just I like the song type. Or they're like, this is awful, and this is awful, and I hope it doesn't continue. I will move along.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, it's sad because they're great messages, and you're so inspirational.
I keep trying. A lot of times, to be quite honest, I'm just talking to myself, like stuff I'm going through. But I'm like, if I'm dealing with this, somebody else probably is too. So I just make a little video about it, put it out there, and see, you know. And they're all archived. They're on the YouTube channel and stuff. And so hopefully, you know, there's a nice little decent body of work for the whole year. I've been monkeying around with the idea too of maybe making it into like a book where I just kind of, you know, extrapolate upon each one and write a little couple of pages about each one. Like even if I just wrote a page of each one, it's a full year worth of stuff, you know. So yeah, you know, maybe more crap to sell at the table at conventions. Here we go.
Well, and it's another way to inspire people.
I like to think so.
You know, but what does that tell you? I mean, for me, being the person that I am, when you say it's usually things I'm going through, and I've already noticed for quite a long time that the messages seem to always hit, like I said. Yeah. So if this is kind of a universal thing, what does that tell you about the human connection?
Yeah, it's all shared consciousness. You know, I mean, you ladies know it's all collective consciousness. Everything paranormal related, spiritual related, it's all vibration and frequency and what we resonate on, you know, and that collective consciousness is such a big part of it. And that's even why, like, you know, I'll still dance with Who Brought Me. I love doing a good old fashioned investigation and that kind of thing. You know, people book me for those type of events. I'm happy to do the ghost hunting style events. But my favorite part is speaking to everybody and getting to know everybody kind of in a more personal way. And so that's why I started doing my little Spirit Quest events. And those are like 15 people or less. And they're focused on our collective consciousness, our connection, our energy. So we do all kinds of like energy experiments rather than just doing EVP sessions all night. And it's cool to see how we connect. And then by the end of the night, like people start thinking like that, you know, it's like, how do they figure it out? Like, how are we all connected? It's like, we all have some level of like psychic and mediumship ability. We all have abilities. It's just, we're so jaded by the world. We're so distracted by the technology. Everything's so noisy, so loud. You're exhausted because you got to work like 16 hours a day so you can pay bills. There's no time to be spiritual. There's no time to be connected. And so that's why I try to make the time for it in my little events and stuff. I just sit with people, and I made a joke. I'm like, I made a ghost hunting event when we never ghost hunt, but people seem to enjoy it even more. So that's good, you know, and it gives them something to think about, because as spirits going through a human experience, we should be thinking about these things and not just punching the clock and trying to pay for fried cheese and paying the friggin' bills.
Fried cheese.
Dana, I ate 12 mozzarella sticks the other night. I felt like Ziggy Piggy, because usually they only give you like 6 to 8. They give you 6 to 8 in a normal order. And I got done with a lecture up in New Hampshire, and I was starving. And I said, I'll just stop at this Italian place. Looked good. I ordered the mozzarella sticks, and I ordered a chicken parm sandwich. And 12 mozzarella sticks came out. And the sauce was amazing. I ate every last one, and then I was like, that was a bad idea. But when was I going to have the chance to be at this place again? So I ate that, and I ate half of my chicken parm sandwich. I brought the rest home, and then I fasted for 24 hours just to get everything through, because it was a lot, man. It was delicious, though.
I don't think there's any place in my fine state of Wisconsin, for those that don't know where I live. We don't have anybody giving us 12 mozzarella sticks.
They usually don't. They usually chintzy on it. And then where you guys are also, both of you, they start trying to give you that BS of, here's some ranch dressing. No thanks. Send that shit back. I don't want ranch with my goddamn mozzarella sticks. I want hot marinara.
We're both, actually. I think we usually get both. But you've been to Wisconsin a lot, Dustin. You've probably been to. I'm really a snob with my cheese curds. They have to be battered, including mozzarella sticks. Sometimes with the crumbly kind. That's a different show, though. Anyway.
Yeah. I hear it. We'll do a cooking show next time, but I hear
That's
you.
Right. Dana reviews
battering
cheese.
Crunch. I want a good crunch to my.
It's important to have the battered than the breaded sometimes.
Hey, we could do a Triple D food show, cooking
Triple
show.
D.
Triple D, Deb.
That's like just one giant
Deb and
Buddha.
Dana,
One
Dustin.
Triple D. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So we are here talking about holidays too, right?
Let's do it.
Questions,
Yeah.
which the audience can feel free to type their little responses in here. So I'm going to MC because I have a boring life. But
you've
first
got
question,
cats.
What's that?
But you've got cats, so you're winning.
I do. In fact, I'm trying to wrangle the one. I'm surprised you can't hear him tearing up and down the hallway right now. My old man is right here.
Oh, there he is. See?
Hi,
Squeakers. Okay. So this is for both of you, and I can throw mine in if I can remember it. In your best recollections, what was the best gift you've ever gotten?
Deb, would you like to field this one first? What was your best gift?
And it could be something
RJ.
other than material. It could have been something that happened around Christmas, so it doesn't have to be like a material item.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, right away, I remember the time I think I was 7, and I thought I was a rock star. So my father literally bought me, and back in those days, it was hard to go out and buy things like this, a guitar.
Oh.
And I was just so delighted because I thought, I can be a rock star now, but I can't sing. So, that didn't last that long. But I love music.
Yeah.
So there's my answer to that one.
How about you?
I was probably around 8 years old, based on the house I was living in, and we went through all the Christmas gifts, all the things, and it was a wonderful Christmas morning. And we're all done. And my mom asked me to get something from the entryway door. There was a separate door between the front door and the entryway. And when I opened that up, there was a black Huffy Expert bike with all the pink colors thrown on it. It was classic 80s style.
Yeah.
And man, I was so excited. I already had a great Christmas. And now I got this bike that I had longed for. And man, I washed that bike every weekend. I washed it down before I took it out and rode it around. And I love that dang bike. It was amazing. That was my favorite one. Because as a kid, that's a little bit of freedom too. You get to go out, you're on your own, doing your own thing, it's kind of exciting,
Mine's a little bit different. I guess you already answered one of my questions. Was that probably your favorite gift then? Or memory? I've got a couple different things written down here. Is that your favorite?
You said gift.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, then I got to renege on my thing because memory. Never mind. We'll just skip me. We'll skip me on this
That's
one.
so you can lead us into the next thing then. Lead us in with your fancy memory.
Hey, wait though. I did get a book years ago. I was probably 12, 13 years old. My mom and my dad got me a book about basically the paranormal, which was hard to find back then because, I'm of an age. And I still have that book. And what was weird about it was my hometown of Palmyra, Wisconsin, which I just told Deb not too long before the show started. We have 1,700 people here, so it's pretty tiny. We have an airport that's like kitty corner across from my house. It's a small one, obviously. But every year they have a fly-in, they call it, where we have airplanes from all over the place that fly in here, and they do like a pancake breakfast. This is for Father's Day. And apparently one year back in the day, during this fly-in, the guy who wrote Jonathan Livingston Seagull, flew in here. And he had this really, really old, rare plane. And if I had the book in front of me, I could tell you what kind, but I can't. And it had a bad part. And so here he is in the middle of nowhere, Wisconsin, basically, with this specialty airplane, and he can't leave. Welcome to Palmyra. No, I'm kidding. This person that lives, he's related to somebody that lives across the street from me, was an airplane and avionics expert. So they called him and said, do you have this? And he went out into his barn and he had the part.
Oh, wow.
So it's like stories like that. Like, what are the chances of that? That one sticks out because it's where I live. But there were other stories in there too. So that was probably my favorite gift that year. Not to make it all paranormally inclined, but that one was pretty cool considering it was probably 1982, something like that. And to have a story that happened here, of all places, too, was pretty cool. But anyway, all right, enough about me. What's your favorite cookie? Christmas cookie?
For me, it is. Oh, and I actually have it right here. The recipe is because they were from my mom, and I make them, and so I had to get the recipe out. Is whiskey balls.
Oh.
Yes, and I have it, and it's special because I'm gonna put this back in my strong box. I have a picture of it in my phone anyway to make the recipe, but it's special to me because it's still in my mom's handwriting, and you know,
that's cool.
After you lose a parent, having that is kind of special. But I remember being a kid, and you know, we would have the parties at my grandparents' house when I was little. And I was just talking to my cousin about this yesterday. You know, what I wouldn't give to have one of those Christmases back again when you're like 6, 7 years old, and oh my God, I did the 6, 7 kid thing. Damn it! But there'd be like aunts and uncles, like wall to wall, cousins everywhere. The place like London fog of cigarette smoke because it's the early 80s and no one cares. And there's drinks going down and the record players going, and they had the big floor heater blowing up. And I remember not realizing about cooking and how alcohol burns off, but thinking if I could sneak by all these people and keep getting to the hutch in Nana's kitchen, I can keep sneaking those whiskey balls. And if I eat enough, I'll get drunk like the adults. And I would just get a stomach ache from eating too many cookies. But they're still my favorite. And I will be making them again probably this week sometime, maybe next weekend.
My mom used to make rum ones.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we have rum balls too.
But I've not heard of whiskey ones. That's something to look up.
Yeah. Lots of Seagram 7 being poured in there with vanilla wafers, cocoa powder, and then you roll them in confectionery sugar, throw them in the fridge for a little bit. Yeah,
so they're not baked, right?
No, there's something you're supposed to do, I think. I think there's something I have to do to cook off some of the alcohol. Or maybe I was right. Maybe you would have. Oh, no, I was right. Yeah, there's nothing cooked off in these.
I was going to say, the rum ones weren't either. So yeah, my mom would say, you can have one, and that was it. Because, you know. I
was on to something. But again, I think the alcohol content was so low that still the sugary cookie turned your stomach before the alcohol could ever get
right.
But they're delicious. But I love rum, too, because I'm a pirate. So I love all things
Well,
rum.
Obviously.
So that's good.
For that reason only.
Maybe I'll make it with coconut rum this year. Be a fancy pirate.
Oh, yum.
A fancy pirate.
Yum.
Yeah.
Well, I have to tell you, Dustin, speaking of, you know, that type of thing, the Wizard this year made pumpkin pie martinis for Halloween.
That sounds nice.
Oh, and I did think of you.
Well, thank you.
As I drank my second or third one, I don't know. I thought, oh man, Dustin would really like this.
Sounds wonderful.
They were wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Sorry
So
about that,
what's
right?
yours, Deb? What's your cookie of choice?
You know, I just love them all, but I think my very favorite is the peanut butter balls.
Oh, those are good.
Chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my grandma used to make them with, she'd put some coconut in, and of course the little, I think she actually used crunchy peanut butter. I don't know, but it had little peanuts in it and stuff, and dark chocolate. Yeah, that's definitely my favorite. I'm a peanut butter girl.
I've got like 3 of them, but I'm going to go with melting moments. Have you ever had those?
No.
What's that? Sounds
They're
like a Hallmark movie.
It doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's basically cornstarch, very little flour. There's some flour in it. Cornstarch, vanilla, and then you roll them in coconut. And so they're like really delicate, but they're like a shortbread. They're all butter. There's like a ton of butter in them.
Sounds great.
So my heritage is Scotland, and my great grandma, I do shortbread every year, and that's really plain. It seems until you start to eat it, because there's like, a pound of butter in it, which makes it good.
Yeah, it does.
So I'm kind of a plain Janer that way, but they're good. Anyway, the melting literally melt in your mouth. Like, they're just really good.
I realize a lot of my life is just trying to find ways to eat butter and not look disgusting. Like
cookies, I'll send you some next year.
I'm always eating like bread and butter, toast with butter, crackers with butter. It's like the food particle is actually really small in proportion to the amount of butter I put on it.
Right, it's like, just a vehicle to get the butter in the face.
Yeah. So you don't look like a bad man, like just eating a stick of butter. But I really just want the butter.
Right.
As your arteries slam shut.
It needs it. Well, I like to think that the butter helps to lube all the system, like it keeps it all moving.
Well, you work out a lot, so you're probably okay.
Yeah, we're gonna keep going forward.
Right.
Love that butter. Yeah.
All right, now this one's a hard one, and then I'll stop and we could talk about something else. I do have 2 more, but if you guys are bored, I understand it. But what is your most memorable Christmas? Like, what happened at that Christmas that made it so memorable for you? This one I have a story, but I'll let you guys go first.
I don't know offhand. Deb, do you have something offhand that was special?
Boy, that's a tough. I'm old. I've had a lot of Christmases.
Yeah.
So
Nothing stands out.
For me, all of my Christmases with my kids were so special. I couldn't pick one.
Fine, I'll just tell my story, and maybe it will inspire you.
I'll come up with. I have something, but let's hear your story first.
All right, this is just and I'm sure there was a logical explanation. So if I sound like a nut job while I'm telling it, everyone out there, it likely wasn't a logical thing. It just was very magical as a small child.
Yeah.
Before we moved to the town I'm currently in, I was probably 3 or 4 years old-ish. And we lived in an apartment building in Milwaukee. And my dad took us outside. It was a 2-story apartment building. And I remember, I think we were going to my grandma's house, which was likely where we were heading. And my dad was like, "What is that?" And I remember him and my dad didn't really, my mom was the one that would have spun a yarn to make something like exciting for us. My dad was pretty, "What is that? Like, why, what is that?" And I'm not joking you, and I remember it to this day. I think my sister as well. It looked like reindeer tracks on the roof of our apartment building. No lie. You could, like, 2 sets, and it was probably like a heating thing that was coming up or something, but it looked like a line of tracks going across. Of course, we're down on the ground, and it was a few years ago. I'm not going to say they were like deer hooves up there, but my dad was like, "That's really weird." Like, he was like very perplexed by the whole thing. So my sister and I were like, "Holy cow, he was on the roof for real. Like, I'll just never forget that. And I remember like the whole day we kept thinking about it. And then when we got back at night, it had melted out a little bit. So like the only memory we had was right away in the morning when we were leaving. But it's just a cool thing to have because we were really young when that went on. But it really looked like, and I used to ask my dad about it. He's like, well, I didn't get up there and do it.
I'm wondering though. I'm wondering if it was your dad.
I doubt it. He was too busy probably putting toys together for us, to get up on the roof. But it was just really, for a kid that age, it was like just really magical. Obviously, I'm still remembering it. And again, it was in the middle of Milwaukee in 1970, whatever it was, when that went down, and I still remember that, and I think that's really cool. That's all. That's my favorite story.
Cool.
Yeah,
it's a cool story.
It's a good memory.
I couldn't top that. Can you, Dustin?
No, I can't top it, but I will just say I think my favorite Christmases are the ones from when my daughter was little. Like now she's 18 and in college, but there was a good chunk there, where they're like 5, 6, and like they're moving around and doing their own things, and they're independent a little bit, and they understand a little bit more, and that magic of them coming downstairs Christmas morning is so special. And I remember her coming down one year. I put together this like Disney princess castle that lit up and had all these little parts.
Ooh.
And I put together a desk, like she wanted like a desk with a chair and like a little laptop when she got a little older. Like I used to love like putting all those bigger things together and like hiding them, like in surprising her in the morning. It was a lot of fun just staying up and working on those little projects that I knew were going to mean something to her. It's weird. I was having this conversation with you guys know Chris Williams, that was with me for so many years with Ghost Hunters and stuff. We were just talking about this like 2 days ago. Just like, you have to change and adapt when you get older. But it's like Christmas gets a little bit low.
At December, if I did. Love you.
It's just Christmas can get a little bit lonely. It can be difficult for people, and you look back on those moments because that's where the magic still is alive and still makes you feel it.
Right.
Yeah.
And magic is what it's all about.
Yeah,
right.
For sure.
Really.
Indeed.
My son discovered about Santa Claus a little bit younger than anticipated.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be careful what I say in case somebody's got kids around.
I do a whole lecture about it's called Santa Claus is Real, a lecture for adults. That's the one I'm actually doing next Thursday.
Oh.
And it's all about the history of Santa and the magic of Santa and the importance of Santa Claus, and how our innocence, our childhood innocence in many ways hinders upon Santa for a lot of us. And for me, it was like, and like I tie it in, like I was talking with Tim Shaw the other day about the importance of like the Victorian traditions, the Victorian Christmas Carol and those kind of things, and paranormal apparitions that happen, from Victorian times to today that people still say that they've witnessed. But the number one spirit that's seen for Christmas time is Santa Claus, and Saint Nicholas being a very real person. But then I think about it in our own paranormal way, right? In our own little weird woo-woo kind of energy way. Like, we all know about the existence of entities like tulpas and such. And what better than on Christmas Eve when the world, the children of the earth, and many of us, grown men and women that still believe in our hearts in the magic of Christmas are all thinking about Santa Claus. We're all thinking about one person. We all have this image in our mind of what Santa looks like and that he's going to be here tonight. And maybe in some way we manifest that energy. Yep. The apparitions that people see of Santa. Grown adults of sober mind and body see Santa Claus on Christmas Eve, sometimes in their apartments, in their flats, in their neighborhood. And then he just disappears. And it's like, are we helping to manifest that collective magic? Because the world over, the majority of people are believing that Santa's going to be there.
That's how my reindeer tracks got on the roof.
Maybe. You've always been very powerful. You're a powerful little witch, like maybe. I think it's a powerful little devil, but we'll give it to you.
I should do this, make it look like a hat.
Yeah,
there you go.
But no, I think that you're onto something with that too. I would love to see an apparition of Santa Claus. I have not seen that. But I think that when people are of a mind, I mean, as with everything, you know, if we all could condition ourselves to think, if we want change, to think about, or we want something to appear, you all think of it at once. I think it's a lot more effective. I think you did something like that at Ashmore Estates when I was there once.
Yeah, sometimes we do. I've done it with, we've done the experiment many times. Brian Cano, Jeff Belanger, Chris Williams, who didn't think it was going to work and was shocked when it first did, where we all like put a recorder in the middle of the room and everybody just thinks about one word. Everybody agrees upon one word.
It was corn at Ashmore Estates.
And then we get it to like imprint somehow on the device. And it's like, well, is spirit helping us or is it us doing it? Like, I always tell people, I believe we are much more powerful than we are given credit for in this world, because, you know, those in charge don't want those who without the power to know what we're capable of together. But I think we're capable of a lot of great things, and projecting those kind of things is one of them, you know?
Right. Well, we only use a very small portion of our brain.
Yeah, I mean, and we're losing,
which is more apparent with some than others. But
yeah, for sure, we're losing more and more of our abilities because we're getting lazy and we're outsourcing everything to AI and our phones and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys, we were all around before cell phones and Google Maps and stuff. Like, you had to learn how to get to your friend's house. You had to remember what their phone numbers were. You had to know this stuff. Now it's just like, put it in the phone. It'll tell us what to do, tell us how to get there, call whoever we want. We don't have to dial the numbers anymore. We just talk or touch somebody's picture. We've become just mentally lazy.
I used to have to look up stuff for book reports in like the Encyclopedia Britannica. I had to go to the library and get books. Like, now you can just like, I'm like, what is that? Google.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Remember getting like microfilm and microfiche? And
God, yeah. I remember having to learn that in grade school, and it was cool then. It was like, wow, this is like crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was fun. Yeah.
You know, it's like, what was I thinking?
Yeah.
But that's how far we've come since, you know, I was a young person.
Now we just tell the robots to do it for us. Write me a 3-page essay on this. Then you go through, change a couple words, make it your own, call it a day. Did you learn anything? No, but whatever.
No.
Computer's there. That's sad, man.
But I still make lists. I still write. I write, like physically write. I don't do the whole memo thing. I write.
I like lists. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel accomplished when I cross something off. Like on my day off, if I get one. I love having that list and be like, yep, done. It's
Agreed.
Awesome. Yeah,
Agreed.
you feel accomplished. But there's something about that physical medium of it that I think adds to it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I always tell my clients too, you were talking about this earlier as well, is everybody's psychic. I tell people all the time that, and people look at me like, no, I'm not. I'm like, yeah, you are. Kind of all boils down to a couple different things, but just because, you know, a lot of people do maybe what I do, that Deb does, whatever. But it doesn't mean that Dustin's not, or the guy across the street isn't, or, you know, it appears in different ways, but that's why we're still here, I think, as a species, because it boils down to like your gut instinct is survival instinct, part of it.
That's the goal.
You're all psychic. Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
That is your gift this year.
You're not pulling lottery numbers out of the sky and stuff, but so many of us, you know.
No.
You like pick up the phone when your best friend is calling, and like, you know, it doesn't even ring, but you just know they're there. Like,
you just know. Connection. Yep. Yeah. Or you just know something. I mean, I think that's relative to everybody. I think in some respects, you know, like you wear the same shirt as somebody.
Yeah.
Or whatever. There's something firing in there. You just don't know what it is because our brains are big, but our minds are small.
We don't spend enough time practicing it. That's why I always tell people is like, I'll ask in a lot of the crowd things like, how many of you ever tried to like bend a spoon, with your mind? Like 2 or 3 people tried it. Like, did it work? They're like, no. Like, did you try it again? No. Like, okay, like if you tried to pick up a violin for the first time and play like a concert level solo, could you do it? Like, probably not, but like maybe with lessons, maybe by practicing, you might get better at it. But like you got to put in the practice. So like spiritually and mentally, like our energy levels, you have to work with it. You have to harvest it. You have to make time for it if it's important for you to do. If you just want to just go forward, that's fine too, But we all have these abilities. It's just a matter of focusing on it and harnessing it.
And figuring out, how to harness it.
Yeah.
I agree.
So true. And I tell people that, all abilities, we are all born with different abilities. We all have intuition. We all have psychic abilities. We all have the ability to connect with spirit. We all have the ability to sing, as long as we have a voice box. But, some people are like me, where my kids pay me to not sing. Mom, I have friends coming over. Here's $5. Do not sing.
Please do not.
So usually I'll take the $5 and then I have to sing something, just to embarrass them.
I know what you sing. You sing Dustin's intro.
I do. I sing that thing all the time. But then other people can sing very well. It all depends on what path you're on and all of that. So,
right.
We all have the same abilities. We're all on that same level. I always feel bad for people that say, oh my gosh, you're so lucky to be so gifted. I wish I could talk to my loved ones.
I don't talk to my loved ones. I never get visitation.
We don't get our loved ones. But we do know that we can talk to them. We can communicate. I can feel them and all of that. So
right. Yeah.
So Dustin, I want to know,
what
is your favorite Christmas tradition?
My God, I knew that was going to be the question. I'm not even kidding.
Because you psychic.
Yeah, psychic abilities. Just did it this past weekend. And it may sound morbid to people that don't get it, but I think those of us in our circle get it. My grandfather, who was one of the most important people in my life, especially when I was a young kid, passed away when I was in 5th grade. And my family, my mom and my grandmother and her sisters and brother started a tradition where we would go every Christmas and we would do a family toast at the graveside because he passed away in October. Aww. So I bring him a pumpkin. Every October. And then every year we would go and we would stand there, whether it was snowing, raining, whatever. 2 weekends before Christmas, we go and we'd stand there. We'd tell stories about them. I had one aunt who always said had little flights of fancy. And she would write poetry about like what it was like to be his daughter and stuff. And now it's just my cousin and myself that go there. Everybody else that used to attend is still there, but they're all underground there, at least what's physically left of them, But we go and we tell stories about them. We tell stories. It's kind of like the Day of the Dead kind of festival thing. We tell stories about when they were alive. We update them with what we're doing now. And again, I think we're all the same understanding. It's not like they're glued there waiting for people to visit, but it's a nice touchstone. It's a nice place to go and show reverence and remember them. And I think that when we go there with that intention, they also meet us there.
Definitely.
So we go there and it's like, my mom's there, my grandparents are at all one gravesite, 4 rows over, all my aunts, my uncles are all there. One of my cousins is there. And my other aunt is just in the crematorium area, just past that. So we walk from stone to stone and we have a drink together and we toasted each one and we tell stories about each one. And it's just something nice to remember those that were so important to us and still are. And, if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be the people we are today. And it's just a nice way to remember those old Christmases. And so
I don't think that's morbid at all. I actually like that idea a lot.
Yeah, well,
is that something you just came up with? Is your family come up with that? Or is it like where's your family from? Are they Italian?
No, it started after my grandfather passed away. My my grandmother and my mom, her sisters and brother wanted to do it every year. And it used, like I said, there used to sometimes be 10 or 12 of us around that stone, and now it's just 2 of us. But it's important, and so we do it. The drinks have gotten better, because it used to be, it used to just be, when it was just Papa Cheech, it was a bottle of Moxie soda.
Oh my word!
Yeah, that's like, I don't know what it's supposed to taste like, but I think it failed, unless it's supposed to be like tar. But it's we would do that, and now we're just down to like cherry Dr. McGillicuddy's nips. We just bring those. It's good enough.
That sounds better than tar.
Yeah, much better than tar.
That's definitely an East Coast soda.
Moxie, yeah, they still make it. I won't drink it, but they still
do. They really?
Yeah, it's god awful.
It's in a lot of Stephen King books. I know that.
It's got a nice 1950s logo though, with like the guy, like he's very excited that you're about to try this awful beverage.
Well, I'm going to have to investigate, because I've never tried it.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna get a festooned bottle of Moxie in the mail from someone.
Do not get your hopes up.
Yeah.
I would try it. I'm one of those.
Yeah.
For sure.
I
think that's a beautiful tradition.
I do
it
too.
Really is.
Very
unique.
That's a good one.
Unfortunately, a great way to honor them.
My father is still in the package he came in from the crematorium, so we haven't done anything. We made some jewelry out of part of him, and he's hanging out on the piano. So we could stand at the piano and be like, hey.
Yeah, but play some Christmas carols. Can you play the piano? Can you play like Jingle Bell? Oh, there you go. Play my nice
I can figure it out. It's been a few years since I've been banging away. It needs to be tuned very badly, but yeah. Years ago. I'm going to ask this question, and then, I don't know. Favorite Christmas movie?
Favorite Christmas movie? Man, there's so many versions of A Christmas Carol that I love, but I feel like there's only one version of this other one, so I'm going to go with It's a Wonderful Life.
That is a good one. I
cry like a baby when I watch it. I cry like a baby when I do my lecture about it. I just can't help myself. But I love the theme of just kindness and the ripple effect of our lives and how we all interact with each other and affect each other. And if that's not, core to who I am and what I try to do every day, that's everything to me. I wake up every day, and the first thing I do is I cross myself and I thank God for another day. And then I ask him if I could have an opportunity to put some kindness in the world. And then that's what I just like to do every day, like no matter what it might be, This morning I went out to the cemetery because we had fresh snow from last night. And I just wanted to walk around and clomp around in the fresh snow, And I went out there and I was wandering around. And because it was windy, a lot of the things get blown over and stuff. I was like, I can fix up these little, the little Christmas ornaments people put on the grave, or the flag that fell over and those kind of things. And it's just a quiet little thing, but it was fun to do. And I had my Christmas music on, and it was just fresh snow. It was just so beautiful. I just loved it. So, It's a Wonderful Life. I remember watching it as a kid with my mom.
Mm-hmm.
Still one of my favorites. It's longer than a lot of movies from that time period. And it's just fantastic. So that one.
Jimmy Stewart is just
so
amazing.
Good.
And that one. Every time a bell rings. That's not him, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, for sure.
He's in the scene, okay? He's in the scene.
Yeah. Well, my favorite part of the whole thing is when he's just kind of, everything's broken down. Like he feels like he's given up everything his whole life, starting from when he was a little kid to help his kid brother. He's given up something every step of the way. Every time something's supposed to be good for him, he has to take a step back and say, nope, I'll give this up for the greater good. I'll give it up for my dad. I'll give it up for the family. Give it up for the town. And then when he needs something, like he just feels completely lost. Mm-hmm. And he's sitting there, and the wife is decorating the tree. The kid's asking him math questions. His daughter's still playing that damn piano for the 100th time. And he's just sitting there just so frustrated with the way everything is. And it's such a human emotion. And it's such a moment that I think that we've all had, where it's like everything should be wonderful right now, but everything is just so screwed up, and I just don't know how to deal with it. And I think that's just such a pivotal moment, obviously, in the movie, but for all of us to know that we aren't alone when we find ourselves in that moment.
Right.
there's beauty in the fact that we're all broken and scarred, and we've all been there, you know. But we continue on because that's what we have to do, because it's not about us; it's about everybody.
Deb.
So perfect.
Deb looks
so
like she's
perfect.
gonna cry now, Dustin.
I know it, because that is one of my very, very favorite movies, and it doesn't even have to be. It can be any time of year. It is like Dustin said. It's a very moving movie. The story behind it, and I guess besides that one, my other favorite Christmas movie would be Miracle on 34th Street.
Nice.
You know what?
So.
I've never seen that movie.
You still have time to watch it. You still have time.
Oh, I mean,
my gosh.
I know I haven't ever seen that movie. And every year I'm like, I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch that. But I gotta be the weirdo in the bunch. Shocking, I know. I like A Christmas Story because it makes me laugh. And last year I got to go to that house where they filmed it.
Yeah,
fun.
And it's so cool. But that's a great movie too, because like everything kind of goes to pot for them too. But at the end, at the Chinese restaurant, they're still
still together.
Yeah. But I like It's a Wonderful Life too. That I remember watching every year when I was a kid. We watched that one.
Well, how about, I mean, this was a tradition in my house with my kids, because I always tried to have the sense of humor and the lighthearted, A Christmas Story.
Isn't that, I just said that, didn't I?
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. She was thinking about it when you were describing
Sorry,
it.
Squeak.
Oh, okay.
Have you ever thought you weren't heard when you spoke? Well, Dana talks on a podcast.
Well, I was trying to remember. Okay, what's, I think of that movie and I think you'll shoot your eye out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
That's
I did
probably
see
where
it.
my
I went
mind
to
was
see
at
that
when you
house,
said
and
it.
it was really, really cool.
I always like that movie because I have a love for 1940s, like just the architecture, the style, and music. Like I listen to 40s Junction on Sirius XM radio like most of the year. Like I love my Christmas music, and I listen to a lot of like hair metal and 80s music, but and of course my man Elvis. But the 1940s music just makes me feel happy. There's a lot of harmonies. People are just getting through everything, and things weren't all great around that time, or World War II and everything, but a lot of the music is just so focused on positivity. And so when I watch A Christmas Story, like I just love hearing the music in the background and everything. I just, man, what a great time to be alive.
No, it's just, I don't know. There's just something about that. I just remember watching it with my dad when it first came, when it came out too. It was a new Christmas movie, and now it's a classic, and it's just cracks me up because it's stuff that like actually happens, like the dog eating the and that stuff happens, and I don't know. I think they did a great job with it.
Yeah, and everybody at that time had a leg in their living room window, right?
Well, I still do. No, I'm kidding.
I think Tim Shaw does.
I would not be surprised.
I wanted to buy one at the house because it's like a museum, like it's a museum, and then they have the legs for sale, so you can get like 3 different sizes. There's a ginormous one, but it was like crazy expensive, and I thought, do I really need a leg? Only during Christmas time.
It would make you
go out right after Thanksgiving, and then
well, the fellow that bought that house, because they used the facade originally for the filming. He was so in love with the movie. He first started a business just making and selling those lamps, and then he made enough money with that. He buys that house and then pays to have it renovated to make it exactly like it was in the movie on the inside.
Very cool.
As well as the outside. So it really starts with those sales of those lamps. Like that's how he got
the house. And you can the house next door is an Airbnb. So you can go there and I was there with Kathy Faketic and Christina Bolton. The Solstice sisters went there last year.
Very cool.
In November. So we got to do the whole thing, and of course took pictures doing weird things in the house.
Not surprised. Not surprised.
Shocking, I know, but it happened. Oh, some other people up here, like Lady and the Tramp, somebody watches at Christmas and she doesn't know why. That's Jenny Laporte.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's cute.
It is a cute. From what she told me, I've never watched cartoons. I'm a bad person.
No.
And
yeah, that's a good one too.
That's another one. Yes.
I forgot about that one.
I still love the Krampus movie too. The Krampus movie is one of my favorites.
I haven't seen that one either. I need to. Maybe I should do that.
Yeah,
like
it's spooky. It's not scary, but it's spooky and it's funny. It's good. I like it.
Yeah.
Well, Krampus is a cool myth, legend, lore guy to me. It's very interesting to me.
Yeah, I like the darker, creepy side of Christmas too. It's a lot of fun.
Well, there's some really creepy Christmas movies that they made, and I can't think of the name of them, but they're like awful.
Yeah, I think some go a little bit too far. It's like this just feels
they
like
did. They're like gore, gory, and it's like I'm not watching that.
I'm not a gore guy anyway. I don't like a lot of like. I work in surgery all day. I'm covered in blood. I don't want to watch movies where people are covered in blood. It's not for me.
Yeah.
Well, I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I like scary, not gory.
Yeah.
I like ghost story.
Yeah.
Ghost story or intelligent horror. I don't like slasher films.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, give me something to think about. Like I'll watch that. But I just don't want to see people being like sewed together, mutilated. Like it's just
the hills have eyes.
Yeah, the world has enough darkness in it. Let's not give people ideas.
Amen to that.
Right.
Let's focus on good stuff.
Amen to that. Did you have more questions for him?
No,
Rena?
I know you asked them all. I think the other one was like the child show, like, who's your favorite? And I think Rudolph is probably mine.
Rudolph,
like of the vintage ones.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Rudolph is great. Frosty, the Grinch. I used to cry at Frosty every year when I was little.
I cried at Frosty too. I hated that when he melted.
Yeah, it was awful.
Maybe I shouldn't have said that. That's
Spoiler
a giveaway,
alert,
guys,
yeah.
if you haven't seen it.
It was tough. Although I do find myself quoting Professor Hinkle all the time, when I look at my schedule, I'm like, busy. So much to do. And also I have, oh my God, so I've got this like 3 foot tall, heavy duty plastic snowman in like, he's in like a wool sweater and a little hat with the flaps. He's got skis. And he stands there on my front doorstep, and he's got one little mitten up. And I named him Oatmeal in honor of the little kid that wanted to name Frosty Oatmeal. And every morning when I leave the house and every night when I come back, I give him a high five. And I say, give me mitten, and I tap it. And it's not a real thing, but I talk to it like it is, and I love it. And it's part of my own little weird Christmas tradition.
Back to the whole Santa Claus thing now. You're going to someday wake up and you're going to have Oatmeal like, yo, looking in your window.
He's going to be in the house waiting with Coco. Oh, Lord.
I've manifested Oatmeal.
I have enough problems with all my little dolls and puppets and stuff, but I have fun.
You don't need Oatmeal hanging out.
I don't need any more. No, for sure. My daughter sees me making some of the videos and stuff like that I throw on YouTube and with Mr. Herman and my potato guy. She's like,
potato.
She's like, so should we be getting help for this, or are you okay? I'm like, I think I'm fine. I don't know.
I used to live in Northern Ireland, so when I saw Tato sitting on, I don't know if you took a picture of him, I think, when you got back from, were you in Ireland?
He comes around with me to some places. Yeah, I picked him up in Ireland in an oddities shop this year.
Yeah, and I remember Tato from when I lived there. And I was like, he's got a Tato. Where did he get the Tato? I need to get one of those.
He's from 1986, the little statue. He's from 1986.
I lived there in 1989 through 90, I think it was.
I'm going to have I'm making a video, a very special Christmas video with Tato and Mr. Herman. So that'll be coming out. I'll be posting that online soon. Yeah, because I've got.
I just couldn't believe you had a Tato. I was like, I still am jealous, by the way.
Did you eat the potato chip sandwiches when you were over there? So just
Kerrygold
potato chips. I love it.
You have to have Kerrygold butter though.
Kerrygold,
white bread, Kerrygold, the chip. And people are like, I mean, we put chips, like when I was a kid, on our bologna sandwiches, we'd put potato chips on there. It's similar, but you got to cut the crust off too most of the time. They don't have the crust on over there with their potatoes.
Yeah, just butter and potato chips. But yeah, Kerrygold butter's the best.
I sound like a real connoisseur, don't I?
Yeah, that's right.
Real gourmet.
I dig it. I like that kind of foodstuffs.
No, that's another good way to use it as a vehicle for butter intake.
Right. Yeah. So I need to have it in my chip sandwich.
That's right.
Everything's better with butter.
So healthy.
Says Dana from the Dairy State.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh, Rudolph. Rudolph is another good one. Someone just piped in Jenny again. So
Rudolph is always a classic.
Yeah.
That was my first Christmas lecture I ever did, was about Rudolph. Still one of my favorites to do every year. Talk about all the different characters and the themes and stuff.
I cried during Rudolph too because I was bullied in grade school. So that kind of resonated with me.
Yeah. Right.
I remember staring at that album cover because my Nana had the record. And I remember playing it and laying there on the floor and just wanting to be a part of that Christmas world so badly. Like, it just looked so magical. Like everything. I was like, man, I just want that, like, I don't know. But I try to find a couple of nights every year around this time, and especially Christmas Eve, just to take a walk when it's quiet and silent and just enjoy without any music or Pokemon on or anything else. Just enjoy the winter magic. Because the winter magic's a real thing. You just got to slow yourself down and be quiet so you can enjoy it.
After it snows, and it could still be snowing, and it's dead silent because of the snow insulating all the noise.
Yeah.
And especially because I live in a very tiny town with the Christmas lights are across Maine. That's really nice. If it's not like it is right now, which is like way below zero.
Right.
Yeah. No good.
Freezing.
I don't even want to talk about it.
As Andrea would say, the frozen tundra.
Yeah.
Yes, I am in a tundra state. I am.
I think all three of us are. Just kind of.
Yeah, true.
Across the board there. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't, but it's supposed to be like 59 here in Rhode Island on Thursday. So I don't know.
I think it's 40 here. So we're in the same same weather pattern.
It's been in the teens and 20s, but randomly you're going to get almost 60.
It was like negative 26 with wind chill up here yesterday.
Yeah.
And I almost think today is colder, but we don't have the wind. I think I'm just a wimp pretty much anymore. But yeah, it was. But at least we have white for Christmas, unless the 40-degree day takes it out.
It won't be enough to. No, we have a ton of.
We have
snow
a foot.
here.
We have about a foot, I think, out there.
I think we only have like about 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches. So ours will be gone.
See, we have another Tato. It's my friend Pam Thurman. That's right, Pam.
Yeah. Tato's
We're
the best.
Tato ladies. That's really why I watch your stuff. I'm looking for potatoes.
I'm just here for the potato chip mascot.
Just here for the potato guy, all right?
Yeah.
So speaking of Dustin stuff, Dustin, where can people find your Patreon and all your stuff, your YouTube stuff?
All my stuff's easy, no matter what it is. If it's YouTube, it's youtube.com/Dustin Pari. Twitter or X, same thing, just /Dustin Pari. Facebook, we have 2 pages because the first one got filled up. So I had to start out like just a business one. So there's a Dustin Pari motivational speaker and paranormal researcher page. Patreon's patreon.com/Dustin Pari. And I do something really special on there called the Acolytes of Kindness, where it's just $5 a month. But every week I put out like a little quest of kindness for us to do in our community. 2 weeks ago was Operation Winter Warm Up, where you're supposed to get like a paper bag or a Christmas bag and write "for you" on it, like big letters on a sticky note, and then put like gloves in there and some hot cocoa powder and like leave it at a bus stop or something for somebody to find. This week was Operation Candy Cane Drop, which was fun. Just get a box of candy canes and like go outside your church or your synagogue or outside your business and put them on all the driver's side door handles while people are inside, so that when they come out, everyone has a candy cane, like a little surprise. So we it's called the Acolytes of Kindness, and every week I put out something new, little quest for all of us to do and to share like what we did with it. And then we have a meeting on Zoom at the end of the month. So that's all at patreon.com/Dustin Pari. And then the website's just dustinpari.com, and all my events are out there. Like I said, the first one for the new year will be in Kansas. I think there's like 6 tickets left for that, because that's Spirit Quest and it's very, very special. So hopefully somebody can come hang out there.
I wish I could.
I wish you could too. You'd dig it. I think you'd have a good time.
Oh, I'm sure I would.
Yeah.
But everyone who's not familiar with Dustin, which I don't know if you live under a rock or if you're just
they
watching.
don't live on this planet.
Perhaps. This is why we love Dustin. Is the accolades of kindness thing. That's you in a nutshell.
Well, thank you, love. It really means a lot to me. I think we're on 2 years or going over 2 years now of doing it. And I just think that it's kind of cool that there's people all over the country and even some in other countries. And we're doing these random little things like on a weekly basis without, any credit or anything else for it. Just small stuff that hopefully is changing people's lives here and there. That ripple of kindness.
Or at least gives them a little lift. I mean, that's awesome.
Just something to look forward to.
Guess what I'm doing after we hang up?
Having hot cocoa.
I'm going to be an accolade, baby.
Oh, sweet Christmas.
I didn't know you did that. See, this is my problem.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll be happy to. Indeed.
Plus, you were doing what do they call it? Where you do a message for people. What's that called?
Oh, Cameo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cameo things.
I do cameo videos. We do motivational ones. We do just silly ones. I do, like Paranormal Time, October and stuff. We do a lot of those special things, Christmas videos and stuff for paranormal fans. And then Mr. Herman, Fernando the Italian Shark, another one of my puppets.
I forgot about him.
they also get their own cameo requests. So sometimes I'm just there behind the scenes filming them do what they do. And I'm like, this is my life now. But,
Tato does these?
Tato only says Tato, but he can do them. It just is a little bit strange. But hey, it's mozzarella stick money, so
Tato
I will
only
sing and
says
dance.
Tato.
Tato's the best.
Gotta have the mozzarella stick money for sure.
12 of them. 12 monster ones. I'm jealous you got
see what I mean? There is no way this man sleeps.
Not much. Usually 4 hours, maybe up to 6. I'm busy.
That sounds like I'm at about 3 to 4 hours a night. I might fall back asleep a little bit later, like I'll have a nap during the day, but that's just because I'm elderly, I think.
I feel good.
I don't think it's any other reason.
Someday I'll rest. Every once in a while, like when I get off the road after a long spell of stuff, I'll do what I call my Odin sleep, where I sleep for like 15 hours straight.
Oh my God, my Odins.
Yeah, I'm just absolutely exhausted. I time out the Benadryl just right. And then when I can't keep my eyes open anymore, we take 2 more and a NyQuil gummy. And then, bam,
I'm surprised
15 hours later, we're refreshed.
We're refreshed.
Yeah, don't do what I do, but this is how I do it.
Oh, jeez.
Well,
that's good to know. We all wonder, how does he do it?
Yeah,
I know I do. And I don't know anybody who spends more time stuck in airports than you do.
Amen, sister.
And you know
still
what? Do all this stuff.
The other thing I commend him on, you always show up. I don't care. You drove through like blizzard conditions more than one time.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because his flight was canceled, and he's there on time. Amazing.
I do my best. Yeah, I've woken up and getting off planes in airports that were not supposed to be the one we were supposed to be in, and then hopped in a rental car and drove because it was the only way to do it. That was one of Tim Miley's events. Like,
there
was a blizzard, and we got rerouted to Milwaukee. I was like, well, now what? Like, I have to make it. So yeah, we've
and you did.
Never missed a gig. I've driven John Zaffis through a blizzard and a tornado.
I recall.
Yep. And we also were in a blizzard. We were supposed to be down in Kentucky, and everything was canceled. And I picked him up in a rental, and I drove 17 hours with Zaffis riding shotgun.
Oh my God! I would have loved to have been a fly in the wall in the back seat of that car.
It was great. I was singing Elvis, and he was passed out. And he'd wake up and he'd be nervous. I'm like, "Take your medicine, old man. We're fine." It was so fun. I love that guy. He's become
I know, me too.
Amazing man. One of my best friends. I love him.
Oh, he's hilarious.
He is amazing.
But yeah, I appreciate that. I just, no matter what comes my way, I'm like, I have to make this event somehow. I feel bad for for Kathy and over at Paris Icon, because every year they book me, and every year I'm like, I'm sorry, but all the flights get canceled. Now I have to get a rental car, but I will be there.
But you get there is the point.
We get there.
You were even at you were at the VIP last year, Wasn't
I got there.
question
Yeah,
that
I drove
you
straight to the
did?
VIP because all the flights got canceled. But I got there. Yep.
He always finds a way.
You have something behind you like messing with your airline plans.
It's always a mess. It always is. And the few times where everything goes right, I'm like, is this the one that I die on?
God, don't say that.
We were on one this year where they turned around because we realized there's no brakes and Kalamazoo Airport doesn't have long enough runways that goes to a stop. So we're going to have to go back to Detroit. God. And I'm like, oh my God. What? So when I'm sitting there, like, I set it up on my phone, so I had a text ready to go as soon as we dropped below the canopy level where you can send a text and just send it back to my family so they knew what was going on in case things went wonky. But I realized my last words to everybody were, "I love you all so much. Please take care of Raisin." So my final concern was to take care of my naked cat. She needs somebody. That was what I was worried about.
These cat people were not surprised, right?
Yeah, no.
We are not surprised.
I don't know if I would have made it through that flight.
Oh, geez. Yeah, it was, there were people crying. There's a little bit of yelling going on. I just queued up some music. It's like, okay, see what happens here.
Yeah.
Well, you're still here. So
still here, still going.
Bonus round.
Thank goodness. You're too needed to go anywhere yet, Dustin.
Oh, you're very kind. Yeah. I'll keep going until they tell me I can't.
Well, thank you for keeping going.
Yeah.
You truly are a light, a beacon, and you are an inspiration to so many people. Your suicide awareness talks, everything that you do.
Thank you.
You're my hero.
Oh, you aim higher, my friend, but thank you.
No.
You are the perfect Christmas show guest. You don't ask just anybody,
Well, I appreciate that.
Because we're so famous and stuff.
Well, sounds like I've been in good company then with some of your past guests, so that's good.
Yeah,
good.
You are, actually.
Yeah.
Indeed. Do you ladies enjoy the eggnog, by the way?
I love eggnog.
Yeah.
I can't drink alcohol anymore, but I love eggnog.
But just regular eggnog.
Yeah, I love it. And you know what makes me mad is they stopped doing eggnog shakes.
Oh, yeah. They used to do this at McDonald's, right?
I know. Yeah. Every year, my mom and I would get one, and there's a local ice cream place. Well, it's more than ice cream, but they have them at a place a couple towns over, and I'm keep toying with the idea of going there and getting her one because they don't make them around here anymore.
No. Same here. We do the holiday pies. I like the holiday pies at McDonald's, so they're fun. They're like warm vanilla pudding, like custardy.
Are they sprinkled? Are they pink or something on top, or they got sprinkles or something?
They sprinkle all the colorful little candy balls on top.
Ah,
those are nice. Yep, I like
I'm gonna
those.
have to try that. But I would love an egg. I'm thinking pineapple rum or coconut rum.
Yes,
with in a frozen eggnog.
That sounds nice.
Guess what Dustin's doing when we hang up?
Wow.
Make that happen. I can make that happen tonight.
I was just gonna say.
That's not a bad.
Well, so
will be out.
I want to bestow this gift upon everyone. This is a horrible sounding thing, but I swear to you, nothing gross will happen, and it's absolutely amazing. If you enjoy eggnog and the magical scent of eggnog, drink some. But just a regular cup of eggnog, no alcohol. Just drink it down. Give it like 30 seconds or so to settle, and then blow your nose as hard as you can. No eggnog will come out of your nose, but the scent of the eggnog will fill your sinus cavity, and it's like Santa's workshop is in your brain for a little while.
Can I ask how you figured this out?
I was sick one Christmas many moons ago. I
thought maybe you read it somewhere.
No, this was. I remember sitting.
Dustin original. Okay.
I was sitting at the island in my old house, and I had a cold, and I get sick like once every 2 to 3 years, and that was it. And I drank the eggnog down, and I was so congested I had to blow my nose, and I was like, "What just happened?" And now
did you hear like Christmas music in your head all of a sudden?
I always do, but I'm also broken on other levels. But it's amazing, and I highly recommend it. Just swallow it down. Make sure you let it settle, but then enjoy it.
Wonderful. We have a new Christmas tradition for all of our listeners.
All right, everybody.
I'm going to try it.
Yep.
30 seconds?
Yeah, about 30 seconds. Just let it settle, and then it'll fill the cavity with it.
I will be trying
I'm
that.
dizzy. I have eggnog in my cavity.
So good.
Maybe I'd have to rephrase that.
Yeah, you make sure you say sinus cavity. Yeah,
Sinus cavity.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, yeah, it's good to be
Oh.
specific.
Very.
Yes, clarify that, please.
Anyway,
So,
well, we
yes.
got to overtime.
No
Yes,
worries.
we have by
There's
16
no charge.
minutes.
No charge.
Good. Thank you so much.
Dustin.
I love you guys.
We love
when will I
you.
see you again? I don't even know what's going on. Are we in
Potty
Missouri?
I'll
Press,
see you in
I
Ohio.
Ohio?
I think Ohio. No, I'm going to see you at Ashmore Estates.
Oh, okay, grand.
We're for the
When is that?
suicide prevention one. That's March.
April?
March.
Is it the end of March? Yeah.
Let me look. I don't remember.
Okay.
I literally have to check my schedule to see where I'm supposed to be all the time. I forget.
That's I can not to the degree you are, but kind of how I am too. I'm like I don't remember one from the other here.
It's like the end of March or early April, I think.
It's April. You're right. April 10th. Well, I have 10th and 11th. I think it's the 11th.
Yeah. That'll be grand. Yeah, no, they got 2 days. 2 days out there. That'll be fun. I love Ashmore Estates. Yeah,
Me
that'd be
too.
great. Yeah.
I was just at the R Theater for their Christmas party for the people that work at Ashmore. I did some readings for them and got to hang out with Robin and
Nice.
yeah, it was fun.
Robin's got a big heart. Great guy. Really.
He is the Santa Claus of the paranormal.
Truly. Yeah, he looks the part. It's wonderful.
He does
He looks
look
the part and he has the heart.
Yes. Well done.
Really
And it
nice.
rhymes, so it's true. Yeah.
Right.
We're rapping
Right.
Christmas rap. Anyway,
Yes. Thank you, Dustin.
thank you,
My
Dustin,
pleasure.
and everybody out there tonight that joined in. Deb, this is recorded, correct?
Absolutely.
So if you know somebody that didn't quite catch it, because a couple people had problems getting on tonight, I don't know why. Let them know they can go back and watch it because it's going to become a Christmas classic, much like Rudolph. Only we have Dustin.
Well, right.
Tato is
Dustin.
master.
Yeah.
And a new Christmas tradition of eggnog in your sinus
Eggnog
cavity.
in your sinus cavity, folks.
Yep. That's it, kids.
Here first.
God bless you both. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, you're
Thank you,
pleasure.
Dustin.
For doing
Thank
this
you to
for us.
everybody for watching.
Yeah,
Happy
All right.
holidays to everybody.
to everyone.
You all too.
Nighty night.
See ya.
Bye.